Welcome to our in-depth exploration of renewable energy. In this video, we'll dive into the world of clean, sustainable power sources like solar, wind, hydro, and more. Renewable energy offers incredible potential not only to fuel our lives but also to protect our planet. We'll uncover how these energy sources work, their impact on the environment, and why they're essential for a sustainable future. Join us as we explore how renewable energy holds the power to transform our world for generations to come. Imagine a world where the energy we use comes from endless, clean sources: the sun, the wind, flowing rivers, and even the heat from within the earth. This world is not some distant fantasy, it's a possibility that's already beginning to take shape around us. Renewable energy, which harnesses natural and often limitless sources of power, offers a way to fuel our lives without depleting the planet's resources or releasing harmful emissions into the atmosphere. Unlike fossil fuels, renewable energy sources are not finite, nor do they carry the same environmental toll. This promise of sustainable, clean energy is more than just a technological advancement, it's a revolution that holds the potential to reshape our future, protect our planet, and build a world where energy and nature coexist in harmony. At the heart of renewable energy is the idea of sustainability. Fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, have been used for centuries to power human civilization. However, these resources are finite, meaning they will eventually run out, and extracting and burning them contributes to environmental degradation, from pollution to climate change. Renewable energy offers an alternative that relies on resources that can be naturally replenished. The energy we draw from the sun, for example, is nearly limitless and will continue to shine for billions of years. Wind, likewise, is a natural phenomenon driven by Earth's atmospheric processes, and as long as the planet has an atmosphere, there will be wind. One of the most widely recognized forms of renewable energy is solar power. Solar energy harnesses the power of the sun's rays, converting sunlight into electricity or heat. Solar panels, which are made up of photovoltaic (PV) cells, absorb sunlight and convert it into electricity. The beauty of solar power is its accessibility. Any place that receives sunlight can generate solar energy. Advances in technology have also led to significant improvements in solar panel efficiency, making it possible to generate more power from less sunlight. Solar energy systems can be installed on rooftops, in large solar farms, and even in remote areas that are off the grid, providing clean power to regions that may otherwise lack access to reliable electricity. The sun's energy, however, isn't available around the clock. This limitation has led to innovations in energy storage and hybrid energy systems. Batteries play a crucial role in storing solar energy for use at night or on cloudy days. In some cases, solar power is also combined with other renewable sources, such as wind, to ensure a steady supply of energy. Despite these challenges, the potential for solar power remains immense. As solar technology continues to improve and costs decrease, more homes, businesses, and even entire cities are transitioning to solar power. It's a shift that promises not only cleaner energy but also greater energy independence and resilience. Wind power is another critical piece of the renewable energy puzzle. Wind turbines capture the kinetic energy of the wind, converting it into electricity. These turbines are often placed in open, windy areas, such as plains, hills, or offshore locations, where they can harness the natural wind currents. Like solar, wind power is clean and renewable, producing no emissions as it generates electricity. Wind farms, which consist of numerous turbines working together, can generate vast amounts of electricity, often enough to power entire cities. Offshore wind farms, which are built in coastal waters, take advantage of strong sea winds and are becoming increasingly popular in regions where land is limited or densely populated. Hydropower, or hydroelectric power, harnesses the energy of flowing water.
Traditionally, large dams have been built to control water flow and generate electricity, as seen in projects like the Hoover Dam. However, hydropower can also be generated through smaller-scale projects, such as micro-hydro systems that harness the energy of rivers and streams. Hydropower is particularly reliable because it can produce electricity consistently, unlike solar or wind, which depend on weather conditions. Additionally, water flow can be controlled to match energy demand, making hydropower an essential part of many energy grids. Geothermal energy taps into the Earth's internal heat, which comes from the natural radioactive decay of elements deep within the planet. This heat can be used to generate electricity in geothermal power plants or to directly heat buildings and homes. Geothermal energy is especially abundant in regions with volcanic activity, such as Iceland, where it powers much of the country's electricity and heating needs. Because it relies on the Earth's internal heat, geothermal energy is a stable and consistent energy source, providing power regardless of weather or time of day. Bioenergy, another form of renewable energy, is produced from organic materials such as plants, agricultural waste, and even animal manure. These materials can be burned directly to produce heat or converted into biofuels, such as ethanol or biodiesel, which can be used in vehicles. Bioenergy is unique among renewables in that it can be stored and transported, much like fossil fuels, making it a versatile energy source. However, bioenergy also comes with challenges such as the need for land to grow biofuel crops and the potential impact on food supplies and ecosystems. Sustainable practices and advanced technologies are being developed to address these issues, making bioenergy an increasingly viable renewable option. The shift toward renewable energy is not just about technology, it's also a movement to reduce the impact of energy production on the environment. Fossil fuels contribute to air pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, and climate change, while renewable energy sources produce little to no emissions. By switching to renewables, we can significantly reduce the amount of carbon dioxide and other pollutants released into the atmosphere. This reduction in emissions is essential for mitigating climate change, which is already causing extreme weather, rising sea levels, and disruptions to ecosystems around the world. The benefits of renewable energy extend beyond environmental impact. Renewables offer economic opportunities, particularly in job creation. The renewable energy sector, from solar panel installation to wind turbine maintenance, has created millions of jobs worldwide. Additionally, renewable energy can provide energy security, as it reduces dependence on imported fuels, allowing countries to produce their own energy from local resources. In rural areas, where access to electricity may be limited, renewable energy can provide a lifeline, bringing electricity to schools, homes, and hospitals, and improving quality of life. Renewable energy also empowers individuals and communities. With technologies like solar panels and small wind turbines, homeowners and businesses can generate their own electricity, reducing their reliance on centralized power plants and utility companies. This democratization of energy production enables greater control over energy costs and usage, and it's particularly beneficial in regions where electricity is expensive or unreliable. Microgrids, which are small, localized power grids, allow communities to generate and store their own renewable energy, providing resilience against power outages and fostering community cooperation. However, the transition to renewable energy is not without its challenges. One of the primary obstacles is energy storage. Because solar and wind energy are intermittent, they only produce power when the sun is shining or the wind is blowing. There needs to be a way to store excess energy for times when these sources are not available. Battery technology has made significant strides, but large-scale storage remains expensive and complex. In addition to storage, the infrastructure to transmit renewable energy from where it's generated to where it's needed must be expanded and updated. Modernizing the power grid to accommodate renewables is essential for their widespread adoption, and it requires significant investment in planning.
Despite these challenges, the global momentum for renewable energy continues to grow. Governments, businesses, and individuals around the world are investing in renewable energy infrastructure, policies, and technologies. International agreements, such as the Paris Agreement, have set ambitious goals for reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and renewable energy is central to achieving these targets. Countries are setting renewable energy targets, providing subsidies, and creating incentives to accelerate the transition. These efforts reflect a growing recognition of the urgent need for sustainable energy solutions that can meet our demands without harming the environment. The power of renewable energy lies not only in its ability to provide clean, sustainable power but also in its potential to transform economies, societies, and the environment. By investing in renewable energy, we are investing in a future that is less reliant on finite resources, less vulnerable to environmental damage, and more equitable and resilient. The transition to renewable energy is a journey toward a world where human progress and environmental health are no longer in conflict, but instead, work hand in hand. Thank you for joining us in exploring the incredible power of renewable energy. Let's continue to support this journey toward a cleaner, brighter, and more sustainable world.